Thank you, Councillor Boer. Councillor De Rocha, DA.
Madam Speaker, here I stand to speak on behalf of Councillor Solomon Mahila, the chairperson of the Section 79 Committee for Public Safety. I would like to start by correcting my colleague. The chairperson of the Public Safety Committee is not the front line of public safety. The front line is the mayor, the MMC, and ultimately the chief of Metro. Madam Speaker, Councillor Mahila has served this committee for close to 2 years. Now he's facing a vote of no confidence. Quite frankly, it was written on the walls. It did not take a genius to figure this one out. I myself have served this committee for longer than 11 years. I have seen several chairpersons come and go, some better than others, some worse than others. And so the story is told. I met my colleague in the first time after 2021 elections, and then I have had the privilege of working with him in this committee, as he is the committee chairman of the public safety. The one thing that really impressed me with Councillor Mahila was the knowledge that he carries. His experience in law and in law enforcement is priceless. I am speaking about a chairman that, ironically enough, was not scared to hold the officials accountable. Councillor Mahila made a point of criticizing and pointing out where officials failed. I'm talking about a chairman that made a point of advising the MMC to make himself available for every public safety committee meeting, as he did not take prisoners, and he told the story the way it is. So you see, Madam Speaker, the reason for this vote of no confidence is beyond pathetic. Madam Speaker, let's get real and tell the truth behind this motion of no confidence. Let's be true to our residents of Johannesburg and say to them that the real truth is not about service delivery. It's about positions, Madam Speaker. Let us tell our residents that whilst the Public Safety Department is failing and falling apart, that this council is playing games with their lives, Madam Speaker. Why don't we tell our residents, Madam Speaker, that there were only 17 cameras working because the last MMC and the last ANC chairman allowed the IIOC to totally collapse, and that this chairman was trying to reinstate the IIOC. I am talking about the 400 plus cameras that used to keep an eye on the criminals of the city and protected the innocent back to its former glory. Why don't we tell our residents that the chairman was asking for reports of corruption within the Metro Police in regards to large amounts of firearms that were lost, stolen, and possibly sold to possible criminals, like the 5,000 R4 rifle bullets that somebody was trying to sell? Why don't we tell the residents that this chairman was demanding reports of a fleet of luxury cars that have been misused by officers and officials? Madam Speaker, failing to serve is not the reason for this motion. Trying to replace this chairman with someone with more experience is not a reason either. We cannot say that this current administration has anyone with more experience to replace this chairman with. If they had experience, they would have elected their own mayor. Instead, they found better talent in a three-party council to run their city. If they had better talent, they would have not entrusted the seat of the Speaker to a councillor with one seat in this council for the party that's currently disintegrating. Let's face it, Madam Speaker, this motion is not about the chairman failing. It's not about having a better person, because the ANC does not have talent in their benches. Right. It's about positions and cover-ups The residents' best interests are not on this administration's minds because it's about positions. This administration is not about bringing better service delivery to the residents who are suffering, getting killed, robbed and hurt, because it's all about positions. So, Madam Speaker, let's be honest with our people, the people of the city, the real victims, the victims of these political games that this administration is responsible for, the vulnerable people and the victims of crime out there. Madam Speaker, tell the residents the truth. Tell the residents that this administration blocked service delivery to our people for positions. But I guess that at the end of the day, you win. You win because you have positions to offer for votes. But you will not walk away scot-free. Never, never, ever, because the DA has the best that this city has to offer. And we will be there to ensure that our residents get the best that we can offer them. We will push for service delivery, and we will hold this administration accountable. Thank you.
Bravo.
Thank you, councillors.